You probably relate to this moment. This is how we actually start our boss fights in Elden Ring. Flask, casting spells, and buffing our weapons. Just consider the following. How much focus we put here about the time. We actually try to cast the shortest spells just before entering the boss to give better use of their uptime. How does this affect us? How can we optimize this use of time? Before starting, a quick note. I'll try to use simple examples in this video. It's the first one of the series, and I'm aware not everyone has the same learning curve. With that said, let's begin. In this series, I will talk about how time affects us, how our build is affected by time, when is my character build the strongest, analyzing and understanding power spikes, optimize your time in battle. In this video, I'll cover the first 2 points and they are quite linked together. For now, we are leaving Elden Ring to move to another game, Vampire Survivors. The game is incredibly simple. The only thing you have to do is move and your weapon attacks automatically. The faster you kill, the faster you level up. Pretty simple, right? Well, knowing this, you want a build to kill as fast as possible, meaning time equals level. But well, we can also summarize this in experience per minute. When things are simple like this, you can focus on analyzing how your build behaves. Before starting a game, it's important to select a character that fits our build. Let's compare those two. Pasqualina obtains 10% projectile speed every 5 levels, with caps at level 15 with 30%. However, Giovanna will obtain 1% per level without cap. Basically, if you look at this graph and I ask you who is stronger, deep inside doesn't matter if you answer one or the other, because both are correct and wrong at the same time. To keep it simple, it's not a question about who, it's a question about when. As you can see in the graph, Pasqualina is stronger before level 30. But after level 30, Giovanna continues scaling literally to the infinitum. It's important to at least keep in mind and consider when making your build. Some games like League of Legends or Dota move around the concept of early, mid and late game, something you can actually apply to other games. I am not asking you to be a professional, but again, it's good to keep it in mind. Let's make a couple of builds to understand this better. In the game, you can start selecting a tarot card to obtain strong effects, like area scaling per level, or damage the enemies that hit you. Right now, leveling up gives me more range and stronger passive buffs. But you have to be very careful. Like, this is when you are playing Nasus. Yeah, he's incredibly good at scaling and you can one-shot everything at late game. But what happens if you cannot survive the early? You have to make a build that allows you to survive the first part of the game to actually scale and become a god. For the following examples, keep in mind I will only use one weapon per character. This way I can keep it simple. Clerici starts with a huge buff in range the first levels. This allows me to pick a scaling card and make her scale over time, or maybe we could say, over level. My only objective now is to upgrade my weapon and obtain passive buffs. The area left by the weapon is enough to protect me after a couple of levels. As you can see, it's minute 5 and they cannot even touch me. I can actually stay still and have nothing to worry about, as the weapon protects me. Now, with my weapon evolved, I can literally create an ocean of holy water. My objective? Level up as much as I can. At minute 14, I get another tarot card. Well, I can pick more duration per level so the holy water lasts over longer. As last note, my weapon is getting slightly stronger each time I level up, obtaining more damage, range, or even duration. I complete the stage at min 20, at level 154, with nearly 90,000 enemies killed. Cosmo is a character who starts with a very bad hidden weapon. However, in this map, if I move right, I get a free level. This allows me to get the boost 100H weapon, which scales with the difference between luck and curse stats. Luckily, Cosmo obtains 1% luck each time he levels up. Keep in mind, the more I level up, the more range I obtain. To the point that my weapon will cover the entire screen and the game would get buggy enough to actually let me go through walls. I had to wait until the last minute when only bosses spawn to actually be able to die. Sadly, each death made me even stronger because I got more armor and damage. All my previous examples were about late scaling. But what about early power up? This character has a really strong buff in cooldown reduction at level 1. Well, I pick this card which makes me unable to level up. I come to the merchant with those weapons I am immortal again. The only issue is that I cannot level up to upgrade those weapons. But well, each couple of minutes a boss will spawn. I only need to open the chest he leaves in order to obtain those upgrades. I hope this information is making you think about the state of your builds at the early or late parts of the game. I want to clarify too, this information comes mostly from trying builds out and getting experience. One of the objectives of this video is to give you information to try out by yourself and earn that experience. Use all this information as reference and find what suits you. It is the best advice I can give you. With that said, let's move back to Elden Ring. I am going to use Consul Radahn as my last example, since he was a quite difficult boss. Let's say his battle is going to last 3 minutes. Your Marika Flask is also going to be up for 3 minutes, which is 100% uptime. Now, let's say you use Boiled Crab for more defense and Bloodflame Blade for your weapon. As last, Radahn will enter phase 2 after 1 minute of fight, leaving the graph like this. This is why most of the times people die at second phase. It's true the boss is stronger, but you are also way weaker. You can use the boss phase change animation to reapply one of your buffs, or specific attacks with a long animation. The objective is to make the graph look more like this. Here I use Radahn's second phase to eat Boiled Crab, when I see he prepares his Holy Nuke, I also prepare to avoid it. And after avoiding it, I just buff my weapon again with Thunder. This way, your success rate is higher, than you are still strong for the second phase. On the other side, if you are playing with a Friend or a Summon, while they tank the boss, you can use that time to reapply your buffs or actually try to debuff the boss. This is actually better for you, because you are actually going to be tanky. Sometimes the bosses in cooperative are really unstable, they are crazy, and you don't know what they are going to do. This is also useful to help you with that. Those are my tactics, just find what suits you and go with that. We are going to stop here. Thank you so much for watching till the end. You will help me a lot if you like and recommend the video, which I hope has been worth your time.